Today is the 16th of November, a very significant day in my life because in 1989, in the summer of 1989, I spent a lot of time following studies at college, following stuff that I'd been understanding about business. I decided that in 1989 I would start my own business, and I never ever thought that 35 years later I would be doing what I'm doing today. So 35 years of entrepreneurship, I lose count. Genuinely, I lose count, and I'm not saying any of this to kind of boast. I'm saying this in order to understand the power of vision and to hopefully inspire some of you that have got dreams, hopes and ambitions, stuff in your heart that you want to see come to pass, to keep dreaming and keep doing. That's the most important piece. There's lots of people that dream, but there are few people that take the action and execute to bring things to life. And in my 35 years, that's probably the number one lesson that I've learned, is get stuff done. Doesn't matter what it is. Sometimes you can feel it's insignificant, but just make sure that every single day you're putting one foot in front of the other and moving things forward as a leader. So anyway, I thought I would today mark the moment, 35 years, with a vlog. So I'm here walking a path on San Stefan, which has over the years become a habit of my wonderful wife Ruth and I, that we come down here and have a look at these views. I'll show you right now. Have a look at this. I mean, look at that. It's unbelievable, isn't it? And the path that's here. Anyway, I digress. I want to just record some footage here for posterity, I think, because here's to the next 35 years, right? Can I be doing this for another 35 years and putting 70? Because I ain't switching off. I can't retire. There is something inside of me that just loves enterprise, business. I love the opportunity that it can give people to have their own dreams and ambitions come to life. And I love the team environment it creates, the shared experiences, because winning together is way more fun than winning alone. And really kind of reflecting on what wisdom, if there's any, that I can share on this day 35 years in. So first top tip would be pick your partners wisely. And when I'm saying partners, pick the people that you have around you to partner in your endeavour, whatever that is. Learn to pick them wisely. We talk about these three things that I've learned in life called character, competency and chemistry. And what I have learned over time, that it doesn't matter what people can do in terms of competency. It doesn't matter the nature of their personality and how flamboyant and everything they can be, and you get on with them and they're great friends and you might have a great working relationship in terms of chemistry. But the biggest thing is character. Are people honest? Are people hardworking? Do they operate with integrity? Do they keep short accounts? Do they have difficult conversations easily? Because if you can't have a difficult conversation, and that's a real big problem, because conflict resolution and working through conflict, and that's not a disagreement now, okay? It's just conflict. It's just a difference of opinion. Working together through differences of opinion in order to find the common ground is the most important. So I would say, number one piece of advice, who you partner with, pick them very, very carefully. And when you're picking them, pay attention to chemistry. Can you get on with them? Pay attention to competency? Can they do the job that you have for them, or can they be part of your team? But the other thing that's most important is character. Stay away from people. And if you want to read more about this, have a look at Patrick Lencioni's The Advantage book, where he talks about the ideal team player is humble, hungry, smart. That's probably the best source of reading. Secondly, I would say, after partnership, shared vision. Going together is really, really important. So out of the vision and the dream that you have, don't be a pioneer, be a leader. Being a pioneer means you just get there first. One of the people that inspires me the most is Sir Ernest Shackleton. Ernest Shackleton had a quest to be the first person to get to the South Pole. And if you read his amazing book called South, and how he lost the ship and how he lost so many different things, but he never lost one man. And he's my hero because he didn't put the conquest or the mission of what they wanted to achieve above the principle of going together. That's leadership. If you claim to be a leader, you show me your followers. You show me the people that will die on a hill. And I think so many people in the current age of business that we find ourselves in, everybody wants to be a pioneer, right? Everybody wants to be first. Everybody wants to do this, that and the other. But being first, I don't care who's first. Being the best and developing a solution or a product or whatever it is you're doing, you don't need to be first. You just need to be the best. And in order to be the best, unfortunately, you've got to build a team because you don't have all the talent. So I would say the second piece is this principle of build a team and go together. Okay, so careful who you partner with, build a team. Third thing, piece of advice. The importance of vision. I learned early on in life, I've done a lot of reading. Those of you that know me well know that I kind of read at least a book a month. But I learned this principle of leadership is that there are generally only two ways that you can cast vision or inspire people. Method number one, create a common enemy. Okay, so look at the way we see politics or particularly in this divisive world. The easiest thing for us to do is for us to create division and create a common enemy. Okay, so politically we can easily do that between left wing, right wing, where are you, etc. We can easily do that in business with our competitors, right? We're competing with our competitor. Don't forget about your competitors. Listen to your customer and build a great product for them. It's the customer that you need to win. It's not about destroying the competitor. So the only way to inspire people and lead with a compelling vision is to paint a picture of the future that inspires people. Paint that picture. Tell the story. Keep saying it. Keep, vision leaks, right? And keep broadcasting it all the time. Align your team. Remind your core team in every single meeting that you are in what your purpose of your business is, or your organization is, and what you are here on earth to do, right? So it's so easy that then if you can paint that vision in a compelling way to be able to inspire your team and build a great company because of the solution or the service that you're providing. So anyway, those are my 3 bits of advice to you. Reflections over 35 years. Put in a shredder if you disagree with me. If you've kind of got other views, I would love to know what they are. But for me, there's loads of these things, right? But the top 3 would be careful who you partner with. Make sure they're a person of sound character and see the world like you see from a values and a behaviours perspective. Secondly, build a team. Don't go alone. Don't be a pioneer, be a leader. And lastly, third thing, cast vision. Inspire them with a compelling picture of the future so that they can get behind that vision and all of you can enjoy the achievements of winning and kind of celebrating victories together. So I'm getting to the top of this hill. I'm about to turn around in a minute, and there's one more thing I need to share in this blog that I'm putting out today on YouTube for posterity, and it's to introduce you to the person that really is my confidant, my friend, that really helps me really be the best version of myself every single day. I'm going to share that with you in a minute. So I said I would introduce you to the most amazing person who is my wife, Ruth, who has been by my side for 35 years. And the reason I picked that phrase, by my side, is like people always say, like, behind every man is a good woman, or whatever that phrase is. Like, that's not true. It's a lie. I think behind most people that go on to do significant things in their lives, you're normally doing it together. And I couldn't have done any of what we've achieved, either in your career or my career, without each other. So, question, what's it been like for you the last 35 years living with me and my crazy ideas?
As you said in your video, it's been ups and downs, isn't it? And, you know, every time you've come back and said, I've had an idea, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, where on earth is this going to lead and whatever? Because you are a visionary, you are an out there, you kind of dream up these big dreams. And we've always been dreamers, both of us, but kind of sometimes you've come up with things that I've just been like, oh my gosh, here he goes again. And I may be the one that, you know, holds the horse back, so to speak, but I think that probably works, because you've got all these massive dreams that you would probably just go do and not really think about the detail, whereas I'm the more detail of, okay, right, let's think about this, let's think about that, and not necessarily the negative person, but the one that just thinks outside of the box. And thinks kind of, okay, what about this, what about that, what about the other? Because I'm the type of person that likes a plan A, plan B, plan C in case things don't work out, whereas you're just a plan A person. So I think that's probably why it's worked over the last 35 years.
So in the middle of all of what we've been doing together over the last 35 years, there's been downsides. You remember Signwright?
Yeah.
A business we kind of shut down when we got ripped off. Vein Creations, like there's 3 companies right now that I can think of that we had to close down and have a bit of a crash landing. So what's your views in the world where we live in right now, where people talk about success, and people are not really open or honest about the downsides?
Well, there's going to be downsides with everything, isn't it? But they're not failures, really. They're opportunities to learn, to do things better, because from every experience that we've had where things haven't gone the way we thought they went, well, where we wanted them to go, which was successful. You know, in every time we've done that, there's always been lessons learned so that we don't get caught out again. And that's the main thing, isn't it? But I'd rather end my life looking back thinking I've tried, rather than end my life wishing I had tried. Yeah. So I think we've done it the right way. And yes, some things worked, some things didn't. Some things have made us money, and some things have cost us a lot of money. But it's the swings and roundabouts of life, I guess. Yeah.
So last thing, what's your advice? Because the thing that's most important,
I'll do it.
the thing that's most important to you and me, and why we do this, is our family, right? And all of what we're trying to do to give other people opportunities as well for their families, etc. So what's your advice, really? Because I gave 3 bits of advice today, didn't I? In my kind of walk in San Stefan. What are the kind of bits of advice that you would give someone?
I would just say never give up on your dream. So work out where you want to be in 10, 20, 40, 50 years time, whenever it is. Work out where you want to be, work out a path, and then just go for it. But realising that the path, just like when you go on the road, there's detours, there's road closures, you get all that in business as well. So it might not be the path that you maybe set out to be, but as long as you keep your eye on the destination and work your way around it, around the detours or a different road or a different path, because the different path brings different opportunities as well. So I would just say, find out where you want to go, work out where you want to go, work out a path to get there, and by hook or by crook, just keep trying to get there, because lots of things will come your way to knock you off the path. Lots of people will come your way to knock you off your path. But as long as you head for your destination, you know why you're doing it as well. I think the motive behind that destination is the most important. So as long as you know your why, know where you're going, and just keep heading that way, then you won't go far wrong.
In terms of the relationships, you know, getting that right, husband and wife, you know, those Saturday mornings that you and I guard with our lives, right? That we are doing that time, our holidays, our family time together when the girls were growing up and everything. How important, in your view, for other people is getting that work-life balance, or life-work balance, as you and I call it, get that right?
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to have the pros and the cons of everything. You've got to have the balance of enjoying as well as working hard. And there are swings and roundabouts, isn't there? There are times where we've worked a lot and played less, and there are times where we've worked less and played a lot, because it's just, you know, when the children were small, things change. When my career took off, things had to change. Then your career took off. So it's all swings and roundabouts, and it's just accepting that sometimes you will have a run where we have to support you, and then other times I've had a run where you've supported me, and then there are times we've had to support the children and put our careers on hold. So it's all swings and roundabouts. But I think, you know, like you said in one of your points earlier on, that, you know, the people you have around you are really, really important. And, you know, there is a verse in the Bible, and I'm not quoting the Bible, but there is a verse in the Bible that says about being unequally yoked, and lots of people talk about that in like a relationship. But I think that's every relationship. You need a partner that you are equally yoked with. You need business people who are equally yoked with. You need friends who you are equally yoked with. Because if you're all going in different directions, the relationships are just so much harder to maintain. Both, you know, a close, intimate relationship, kids, siblings, friends, everything. You just got to be all kind of on the same page.
So Avad Group, we created Avad in order to give this kind of opportunity that we've had to other people, so many people that we're helping right now, including our kids, right? You know,
I think it's just lovely to be able to see people thriving in whatever way they want to be. So for our kids, you know, they've all chosen different routes, so it's great to see them thriving, and, you know, we're always pushing them to the next stage. Okay, what's a better version of yourself? So can you be better tomorrow than you are today? And it's just nice to do that for other people as well, who are, you know, striving to do for their families the best that they can do. So obviously, if we can help in any way, and, you know, by no means what we've done or what we're doing is perfect. There is always room for improvement. Even in a really good relationship, there's always room for improvement. But if there's any hints and tips we can give to people along the way, then it's just so nice to see, looking back on the people that we have helped, to see them moving forward and teaching them to be able to do it for themselves then, so that we're not having to help them so much, because they're actually developing themselves. So that's the nice part of it, I guess, is to see people thriving in their own right.
So here's to the next 35 years, Ruth.
If we survive.
So, you know, I talked this morning about picking the right partner. This is the right partner for me, and I'm so excited to be spending the rest of my life doing all of this with you. Here's to the next 35 years. 2,
Ready?
1.
Only 4.
2, come on. Thank you, everyone.
Cheers!